Good morning, Nerdvengers, Brokevengers, visitors to the tower. If you could be so kind, tap the like. Give it a little love. We'll be live shortly. See you soon.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember apps.
Okay. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. Pull it back just a little bit more. Cool. Alrighty, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to you. Should be a good one today, man. Elizabeth Olson. I don't think she should have said that. I'm going to be real. I do not think she should have said that. We're going to, of course, talk about how that's a little bit dramatic. She came out and said some things talking about a cameo that will be in WandaVision. Is she talking about who we think we're talking about? Or is there another cameo or something else crazy that's going to be happening in that show? We're going to break that down. I want to sort of also rant a little bit because, man, love you, Lizzie Olson, for real. But, man, are we going to have to question that nerd card if you're really coming out here talking some crazy-ish about Luke Skywalker being compared to some of these cameos. But we'll do that in just a minute. Also, sort of breaking this morning, and I think we'll probably do a whole video on this later in the day, is the War Machine news. Don Cheadle is confirmed to be in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's also some really interesting stuff about his role in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and also Armor Wars, Tony Stark, some of the crazy things that might be going on in the MCU. As per usual, when it rains, it pours, and when something comes out about the MCU, it usually means a ton of other things. So, we're going to talk about all that and more, but before we do, show notes! Cool. Listen, this is probably going to end up becoming a meme, but I think every Wednesday from now on for the rest of the time, I'm going to cancel the trip that I have planned for the weekend. So check it out. This is what happened. I knew the Super Bowl was Sunday, okay? I'm not that out of touch with reality. I knew that they were playing sports ball on Sunday. But here's the thing. Didn't realize they might do 2 to 4 MCU trailers for the Super Bowl. What? I could maybe get away with skipping like 1, maybe 2, if there was 2. Like, if we knew for sure that there were 2, I'd still probably feel terrible about skipping it, but I'd be like, whatever, I need a break. But 2 to 4? Why is it got to be 2 to 4? Chet, why is it got to be 2 to 4? Am I ever going to leave? Am I ever going to do anything other than this? Okay, anyway, so this weekend, we'll be streaming for the sports ball game. Mostly just to try to react to the trailers, but we will be doing that on this channel, okay? I don't have it completely figured out because 6 hours ago I had planned a trip to Philadelphia. So we're going to figure that out. Stay tuned. I'd love to actually do this trip, though, so maybe next weekend I'll actually go out of town or something to that effect. Also this week, huge, massive episode of Falcon. This is your fault, chat. Of WandaVision. WandaVision is going to be huge this week. Look, we're going to get into it today, but I think the cameo that Lizzie is talking about is the one we've been talking about for a long time. It does have massive implications, and it will be really cool to talk about. So this Thursday, if you're a NerdVenger member, come on by for After Dark, of course, 9 p.m. Al and Lav is going to take you through the nerdy news of the week and get you hyped up for WandaVision. Then at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday morning, Thursday, late, early evening, morning thing, 3 a.m. If you're a NerdVision member, you can do the watch party with us. We'll watch WandaVision together. We'll sort of react. We'll break down a little bit, just us NerdVengers, and then we will go live for everyone else at around 4 a.m. where we'll break down full-on spoilers talking about the episode. It should be a really, really good time. Other than that, I don't know that there's much more to get into. This means, of course, I will be doing the NerdVenger stream this Saturday for members only at noon, so we'll get into that. Oh, and you know what else? And please remind me to remind you of this again later in the stream, but we are doing a giveaway via our Discord for the month of February. We have a $200 GameStop gift card, and as long as you're in the States, and maybe Canada. We could maybe Canada. You know, all you got to do is be a Nerdventure member, and you have to be on our Discord. So it's through the Discord, and you can link your membership through YouTube to the Discord and get access to the Nerdvengers only side of the Discord, and that is where we're going to do the drawing from. So, like, basically, you have a pretty good shot of winning that. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep doing that as well. When they finally have Xbox and PlayStation, we would like to give those away, too. To Nerdvengers. You know? Because, you know, all these other YouTubers and whatnot, they're like, you know, like, subscribe, and pad my numbers, and then you'll never know ever if anyone ever real wins this thing because it's, you know, whatever. With us, it's going to be like, we're just going to give it away to our members, a very select few. And by the way, people can win multiple times. Yeah, so we'll actually do it that way. Okay, so let's start here for today. Y'all see them Lizzie Olson comments? Did y'all see what she said? It blew up. Okay, I'm assuming everybody that is here knows what I'm talking about. Yes or no? Put it into the chat. Let's get started. Let's get on the same page. Yes or no? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Do I need to explain what she said? Okay, some people don't even know. Okay. Hold up now. Let's fill in the chalkboard before we go any further. Okay. Oh man, are they hiding this too? Are they deleting this? Okay, here we go. I just want to... dude, this... Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, she was asked... Could be setting to Westview. One's fan had not heard about back in December. The Mandalorian stunned viewers with Mark Hamill's appearance as Luke Skywalker, which had shockingly remained a secret until the end of Season 2. When asked if WandaVision had anything similar in store, namely a casting that she can't believe hasn't leaked yet, Olson gave us a quick yes, and though she dared not offer any specifics, she did share a laugh at, "I'm really excited for viewers to see what or who is coming. There's so many surprises left in store." Okay, so first of all, wow, that's sort of being over-reported because it's not even like she came out and said that. This is why the internet is horrible. You know what I mean? This is why the internet sucks. Because she didn't even come out and say that, okay? Man, I'll tell you. You know what? Honestly, there's stuff that is so funny to me because there were people hitting me up. There were people hitting me up trying to get me fired up talking about how she was overhyping. If you can believe it. There were people being like, yeah, she's overhyping, bro. She's like, oh, she didn't say anything. All right, so first of all is forgiven, Lizzie Olson. We love you. You're our queen. Wanda's the best. Okay, so we'll just table that. Second of all, I feel like going in on some of these people now. Anyway, so regardless of that, the setup of the Luke Skywalker thing. This, to me, when I heard this, I was thinking to myself, is it even possible for Marvel to have a cameo on the level of Luke Skywalker? And, you know, there were people that were kind of hitting me up. And by the way, Ghost Space Records, if you're in here, you know, I'm clowning you for sure. But I also, like, dude, what? What are you talking about? So there were some select few people out there that were like, yeah, the Luke Skywalker thing wasn't even that cool. And, you know, bringing back any dope Marvel character from the past would be better for me. If you believe that, that's cool. Like, I'm not here to say, like, you're not allowed to believe that. But recognize that you are in a minority. Very small, pencil tip, fill-in kind of circle. You know what I mean? Like, very small. You know, the vast majority of people absolutely loved that. And, you know, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't think Marvel has anything that could be on the level of Luke Skywalker, right? There were only a couple of things that even come to mind. Number one would be Thanos, actually. And believe it or not, I actually do think there's a chance that Thanos could be in the show, which is nuts because nobody's even talked about that. But like, if you think about it, even if it was the flashbacks of the, Infinity War stuff, that would be crazy. I'd love to see full on Thanos talking to her. Like, imagine like for real. Imagine she's just going through Westview, okay? And, doing her thing. And then all of a sudden there's like a new neighbor's like moving into town or some shit, or, cutting the grass or something. And it's Thanos, but he's dressed like a normal person or whatever. Come on now. And then Thanos, like Josh Brolin Thanos, like having like a devious like scene with Wanda and all that, like that. Whoa, dude, that'd be really cool. But to be clear, this is all speculation, and this is just fanboy dreaming. Fanboy dreaming. We need a song called Fanboy Dreaming, I think. Jet. So Thanos, to me, may be on the level of Luke Skywalker. Captain America and Tony Stark are kind of on the level of Luke Skywalker as well. Now, believe it or not, there were actually rumors that Captain America was going to be in this show. Yeah. Believe it or not, there are rumors that Tony Stark will also be in this show. Believe it or not, there's rumors that Wanda is going to manifest a version of the Avengers at the end of this show. And that you are literally going to see all of the Avengers, the OGs, in WandaVision. Wouldn't that be something, Chet? Nobody's really talking about that hard either, which is fine, and again, clearly just speculating. But it would be that to me, if you brought back all of the Avengers, like the OG 6, and like Savage Hulk too. Like, give me the Savage Hulk back. You know what I mean? Yeah, that might be on the level of Luke Skywalker. That might be pretty fucking close. That's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Some other things that I was thinking about would be, of course, what's his name? McKellen? Ian McKellen? As Magneto, of course. That would be really cool. Only because, like, if you think about it, especially for fans of, like, Feige's work and just Marvel movies, I mean, Feige was there. You know what I mean? Like, Feige was working on X-Men and X2. And that whole era, and that really did change things for film and for comic book movies, and it really moved things forward. So having him come back as Magneto and literally show up just as straight up as her father, pretty incredible. That would be pretty freaking dope. And maybe on the level of Luke Skywalker, getting closer to the Luke Skywalker level. But, honestly, I still just don't think anything at this point can compare to what they did with that Luke Skywalker moment. It was cool because, look, obviously this whole story now, I'm feeling like stupid, honestly, about even covering it because she didn't even say that. We live in this weird clickbaity bullshit world. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. But regardless, what she's referring to is the same thing that Bettany's been referring to, the big cameo that people are referring to. And so now I must issue, unfortunately, Nerd Ventures, a spoiler warning. And also, we need way more likes. I just checked out the likes. I'm furious. We're about to have a 20-minute stream. Maybe 21 minutes. I'm furious. So anyway, spoiler warning, guys. We're going to go spoilers. I'm going to be real. Probably only like 10, 15 minutes, to go deep on this. And then we'll kind of try not to be spoilery. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I've been watching, and I retweeted like Eric Voss. I was, I'm kind of being tongue in cheek, but I retweeted Eric Voss today because he was like, I will not talk about WandaVision spoilers or like this, that, second, and the third. And I'm like, man, it's one of the most boomer things ever to try to tell the internet to not be the internet. You know what I mean? Like, and no offense to Eric. Like, I get it. But, like, bro, you going to try to tell the internet not to be the internet? Please. Please, dude. Like, that shit ain't going to work. Everybody already knows what she's talking about. Everybody already knows what's going down. Everybody already knows, dude. And it's all about, spoiler warning, spoiler, 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 warning, 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 Evan Peters. Evan Peters. Evan Peters. Evan Peters. Evan Peters. Evan Peters. Evan Peters as Quicksilver. And so, look, here's the thing. First of all, huge fucking bummer. How did they go? Look, again, this Luke Skywalker thing never should have happened. Whoever the article that framed it that way, horrible. Hate him. Lizzie, you're good. But the reason that's so bad is because, look, like I just said, there's no way an Evan Peters, in my opinion, no way a Quicksilver, Evan Peters, any goddamn thing can compare to Luke Skywalker. No way. You should have never said it. Should have never said it. Should have kept that name out your mouth. No. Now, having said that, it is interesting that she considers that to be that big of a deal. Now, let me go out on a limb here and just present to you a notion that I have about her. Again, I don't know her at all. I would imagine that she's not a sweaty, that she's not super sweaty about Marvel. Definitely not about Star Wars. Maybe not about any nerdy thing, to be honest with you. In fact, she might be the sweatiest about Marvel, but that's just kind of through osmosis. She's just there. It just gets absorbed, I don't think she's a real sweat. For her to think that the Evan Peters cameo is that big of a deal, she would have to understand why it's such a big deal. Meaning, Feige and other people on set and the people that she's talking to about it would likely be indicating why it's such a big deal. Okay? Now, we just released a video on these leaks a couple of days ago. One of the big debates going on in the fandom right now that we addressed in the video is this just a little kind of fun, haha, Evan Peters Quicksilver cameo? Or is this like, hey, pay attention because this means something significant to the MCU? Now, maybe I'm just blinded by fanboy dreaming, but I can't help but think that for Bettany to probably just be talking about this with his actor thing, right? And then with Lizzie sort of addressing it again, it's an elephant in the room. It's been the thing that's leaked. It's been the thing that everybody's talking about. I just can't help but think that it means something significant to the fabric of the MCU. Right? Who knows what it could mean? You know what else I was thinking about with this? That's kind of interesting is, did you guys know that there was only one actor that had access to the full script for Infinity War and Endgame? Does anybody know who that Marvel actor was? Damn sure wasn't Tom Holland. A lot of you are wrong. It was Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes. Interesting, huh? The only person to get access to the full story and script. There's a lot of mystery still hidden within Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and like that whole connection, because a couple of things I want to bring up here. There was a piece of marketing material for Endgame that showed in the background. This was infamous or notorious or whatever. People like really latched onto this. That showed a piece of pre-viz that seemed to be with Spider-Man, and there was something on the screen to the effect of Doctor Strange was talking to Peter, essentially saying, "They're not gone, Peter. They're not dead, Peter." And originally, like in the story, there was a version of that story where somehow Peter and Doctor Strange, while snapped, had some kind of communication or something was going on. Now, that gets scrapped from the film. Okay? There was also a big-time rumor that Benedict Cumberbatch was shooting a massive scene with a skeleton crew with like a big CGI character. A lot of people thought this was going to be like the one above all, or some cosmic entity, even maybe Galactus or some crazy thing. And it seemed to be that scene was at least shot and taken to previs, and then was ultimately scrapped from the movie. Now, in Endgame, when we see Peter for the first time since the snap, he immediately talks about Doctor Strange. He immediately talks about how Strange had kind of, when they popped up, had sort of quarterbacked the whole thing, right? Again, Steven would have been sort of walking through all of these moments for the second or third time because he had seen this future play out. He even indicates this to Stark when he does the one thing where he's like, "This is the one," So Steven had not only orchestrated the whole thing, but had probably actually orchestrated a similar version of that thousands, millions of times. You know what I mean? Depending on how the branch butterfly effect time travel business happens with the stone. We don't really know. Regardless, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, that this whole setup for the multiverse, the whole Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, mentee, mentor through the multiverse thing, it was established in Infinity War and Endgame. And in fact, there was a thread of it that was going to play a much bigger role in that story that they likely tabled that now is likely being reused for, I don't know, Doctor Strange 2? Quantum Mania? Spider-Man's 3s? Who knows for sure? Only the Oracle. But I really think, again, I don't want to go super deep on these spoilers, but I just really think that if it is just Evan Peters, like if that's all she's talking about, if that's all Bettany's talking about, I think fans will be let down no matter what. However, the show's still going to be juicy, man. The show's still going to leave people like, what? I mean, and like from where I'm standing, all of the ridiculousness that's coming, like Marvel's just taken over, like in ways that are kind of absurd. You know what I mean? Kind of absurd. So, all right, let's switch topics. We're going to talk just a little bit about this Don Cheadle news. In fact, I'll take us into the theater. We'll read this article together. And then we're going to do Q&A. I'll address the super chats, and we'll address the chat. Gotta love that chat. I just hate how oh, come on, man. I love Charles Murphy and his site, but I hate how my stupid ultra-wide monitor shows his pages. Annoying as fuck. Okay. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? Don Cheadle confirms appearance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, written by Joseph. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know Charles has expanded. He's got like other writers and stuff going on. I really like Charles, man. I think he should not use Twitter the way he does, but I'm not going to hold that against him. I think he does great work. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is growing and starting to become more and more interconnected. WandaVision already set up the first steps as classic characters like Darcy and Jimmy Woo had a larger role in the overarching narrative. Now it seems like Falcon and the Winter Soldier has one icon from the franchise making an appearance. Oh, just one? In an interview with Bro Bible's post-credit podcast, the actor may have accidentally revealed that he will be making an appearance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Here's what Cheadle said before the mouse sniped his face off. It's really fun and interesting, and by all imagination, completely open-ended. This can go anywhere. It's great. I can't wait to get in the room with all the writers and figure out how all these things connecting Armor Wars to the MCU happen. You know, Rhodey shows up in Winter Soldier and Falcon show, so it can be a lot. What? Oh, no, Dawn! No, Dawn, no! Why? Dawn, no! Dawn, no! R.I.P. Den of Nerds article later today. Don Cheadle was going to be in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh, Don, no. Don, why? Don, why you do this? Don! I don't think you should have done that. I don't think you should have said that. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's talk just briefly about that real quick. I think partially where we're headed with like Armor Wars, maybe some Ultimo, maybe even like Morgan, the actual Morgan Stark or Arnold Stark. Look, the Stark is gonna play a huge role in Hangover Armor Wars, big time. Okay, and with all the Dark Avengers / Thunderbolts pressure and stuff cooking, it's going to be mad interesting to see how this all goes. Now, him being in Falcon and the Winter Soldier is dope, and you got to wonder, I mean, and this is what I'm going to cover in the solo video later today, does this imply that he will be working with Ross? He technically is still Accord signed, and he's supposed to face a court-martial after Endgame, right? Maybe they let that slide after they bring everybody back. You know what I mean? So who knows? That's going to be really interesting. And with the Thunderbolts and the Dark Avengers and that sort of Wetworks spy type ground level heroes. Oh man, I'm excited. It's going to be really, really cool. So also, of course, oh, and check this out. This is so brilliant. What's her face? Ironheart. They're going to introduce Ironheart in Armor Wars. Dude, that's so much better than what they did in the comics. So much better. If you introduce, especially if she's like a fangirl, if she's a Tony Stark fangirl, okay. If, are they doing Riri? Are they, I don't even know. I know they cast her, and that actress seems awesome, but I don't know if they're actually like calling her Riri or whatever, but let's just assume it's Riri. So, if they do Riri in Armor Wars and she buddies up with Don Cheadle War Machine and she's a Tony Stark fangirl, you're setting her up for way more success than you set that character up in the comics. Like in the comics, they were just kind of flagrantly being like, she's better than Tony, kind of, and just didn't. Some of it didn't make sense, you know. So if they do that character this way, I strongly feel as though you are setting that character up for much more success in the MCU. I think a lot more people would give her a chance. You know what I mean? Especially if she's just awesome. You know what I mean? We'll see. So that aspect of it's pretty cool. I also just in general looking forward to the future Tony stuff. Is there any Wakanda stuff going on there? You know, who knows? Armor Wars should be real chill. Okay. I'd rather see Morgan Stark. I like Morgan Stark a lot. I hope she grows up and does some dope shit. Okay, let's do Q&A. I'm gonna get into the supas. So if you want to guarantee your question gets answered, throw a super chat in. It does support the channel, and we do appreciate you. And we'll read every super chat that comes in within reason. But if you don't have any loot, don't worry about it. Throw some questions into the chat, And we will just go over those questions as well. At least a few of them. Mason Graves says, it's a Don Cheadle kind of day. Big moves. Yeah, man, big moves. I'm so glad that he's signed and he's going to keep it going. It's pretty cool. Stevie says, there's another storm coming in as well. What? So you may have gotten stuck in Philly doing vids from your new iPhone. Oh, yeah, Steve. Oh, man, that was like, oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I finally did it. Oh, do we want to do another Verizon story? Should we take just a second? All right, put a 1 into the chat if you want me to pause Q&A and do another Verizon story. Otherwise, I'll save this story for the end of the stream. Anybody want another Verizon story? Ricky's like, nope. Well, fuck you, Ricky. Get out of here then, Ricky. Ricky Baker. Okay, I'll do this story. I'll do it quick because it seems like, there's a few people that aren't interested, like Rick. Ricky Baker, happy birthday. Once rejected, now accepted. Anyway, okay, so I go to Best Buy yesterday. Yeah, Best Buy. Because I tried to do this through Verizon. I think the last time, when last we met our heroes, I had gone through all the hoopla with Verizon, and I had canceled my order. I had been really, really frustrated. It was wild. And I was actually thinking about leaving Verizon, right? So next, I thought about it. And I was like, AT&T sucks balls probably too, so whatever. Just bite the bullet. I'll get the iPhone. I'll go through an actual retailer. It'll be fine. So I go to Best Buy. Now, number one, they do not allow Best Buy, Apple, to sell iPhones that are not sold through a carrier or connected through a carrier. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Fine. We'll set it up through Verizon. Okay? So I get it all. I get ready to go. Okay? Looking at the phone, like getting it all purchased and all that, right? He pulls up my account. The Best Buy guy pulls up my account, and it literally says to me, it says here, you're not eligible to upgrade on this line because you just upgraded, and we can't upgrade you until 2023. Okay? And then on top of that, because I explained the situation to him, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, well, this is what happened. Basically, Verizon is ass, and they suck, and they lost this order, and I already called them and freaked out. And then so I start laughing because I'm like, dude, I can't escape Verizon. It's like no matter what I try to do, I tried everything I could in my power to not talk to or involve or look at or think about anyone from Verizon. Like the level to which I was fuming about Verizon was memeably high. And so then this guy's like, yeah, I'm going to have to call Verizon. And then I'm in fucking Best Buy for hours. While this guy's like working with Verizon. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous goddamn thing. And I know, okay, and this is how you know we live in a simulation. This is how you know we live in a simulation. Because it wasn't just that. Okay? It wasn't just that. It was also that this guy, this Best Buy guy, liked Verizon. He kept subtly, and then not so subtly, standing up for Verizon. It was like, I was like, what is happening here? Like, I was like, what? Like, bizarro world, Bizarro world. Anyway, finally got it cracked. And, yeah, I am on the Clubhouse app. I've got 9 followers, which is so cool. But yeah, if you're on Clubhouse, please turn your mic down. Why? Oh, was I being too loud? Fine, I'll turn it down. Shut your mouth, though. Oh, you can't even see that. That's so weird. It's like reflecting. Anyway, here, maybe I should just put the picture up for you guys. So I'm on Clubhouse, and I am going to start doing some stuff on Clubhouse because I think it's really, really cool. I'll probably be on there later today. Here, let me find a thing. Wait, do I really not have this on here? All right, give me a second. I'll find it for you guys. But you can find me on there, Josh_Lucas. And we'll get on there and talk some Star Wars-ish. Anyway, that's my Verizon story. Hilarity ensued. Zen. Frustration. Etc., etc. Marky T, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Wow. Dane McBride, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now, and I'm getting super old because I had a lot of trouble reading your name. Dan the Man. So a Mephisto mini-mate toy just leaked on Twitter. Yeah, so we talked about that on Twitter, actually. I put it up on our Twitter, and we discussed it. I think it's probably real, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. And man, really shaping up like Mephisto, right? You know, never mind. I'll save that for some other videos. If they're going hard on Mephisto, I still think that Mephisto is not really the one. So a lot of people, I've seen some people be like, oh, so Mephisto's going to replace Thanos. Mephisto's going to be the new Thanos. And it's like, nah, bro, that ain't it. If Mephisto is being set up in that way, he's either a part of some larger thing or he himself is being manipulated by even possibly a Thanos or an evil Tony Stark. Fassbender or McKellen, calling it right now. Quote me. That would be fantastic, dude. I love both of those guys in that role, so either one would be good. 34 Virgo says, yo, Josh, I'm calling it now. The cameo guy is Ian McKellen, Magneto. I want my shout out, says 34 Virgo. Dude, if you get that right, I'll try to remember to shout you out again. That would be fantastical, my friend. I would absolutely love that. He was great in that role, and oh man, would I love to see what Feige would do with him, and what he would bring. I think a lot of these actors sort of underestimate the playground and the sandbox that they will get to work in if they join the Marvel thing. You know what I mean? So, pretty interesting stuff. Kale says they would need to bring in X-Men to make it epic. Okay, that would be just absurd, though. That'd be crazier than even friggin'... That would be crazy. Oh, man, no. It's too much. It's too much, Kale. It's too much. Jennifer Cook with the $10 holla. Very, very generous. Thank you, Jennifer. You've blown my mind with that Spider-Man and Doctor Strange info. DD iced coffee on me, dude. Thank you so much. I will definitely drink the bejesus out of that iced coffee, as one does. And thank you, Jennifer. That's what we like to do around here, just keep bringing up these weird facts. Look, something about my brain where these nerdy facts go in there and they never leave. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't know how. It's like yeah. Anyway, it's a goddamn mess up in that brain, but we got a lot of nerdy shit up there. Richard Van Dyke as Mephisto. Ooh, yo! That would be crazy. Diamond hands to the moon. I appreciate that, Jonathan. And I agree, man. Bury me with my GME. My cold, dead hands. That would be pretty wild, though. I mean, I don't know. The thing that's interesting about Mephisto is the devil can take many forms, right? So the devil could take the form of even Ian McKellen Magneto. Just to mess with her or something, Be pretty interesting. But as always, Jonathan, I appreciate the support, man. Damien says, what are the odds we see Deadpool in Spider-Man 3? I would say the odds on seeing Deadpool in anything MCU are pretty significantly up, but the question becomes, will it be post-credit scenes? Is he going to do the cameos? Is he now replacing the Stan Lee cameos, There's all sorts of things they could do with that, but yeah, I would say number one, you've just named a character that can go through the multiverse in Deadpool that can break the fourth wall and show up almost anywhere. And number two, you've named a character in Spider-Man that Feige said could literally swing from cinematic universe to cinematic universe, and whose third movie seems to, make him into a cameo role because the whole multiverse is in that movie. So I'd say the odds are pretty good. Keaton Haas with the $10 holla says, I found the den through Star Wars. I love the community. Never been a big Marvel fan. I started the MCU timeline of movies last night. Looking forward to the Journey and WandaVision watch parties. Keaton, I'm so glad. Look, I've thought about that because I'd love to do, and maybe we still will be able to do this year, more watch parties just of MCU movies and sort of do like director commentary type things where we just, maybe me and a couple of the EPs just kind of cut it up about each movie. Because I know many of you are Star Wars fans and you're sort of just getting into Marvel. Look, I have no problem taking it through the whole thing. It's just I have all these other responsibilities and all these other things. So, yeah, we'll get that sorted, man. There's a lot of great, there's other great channels and content out there online too. Like Rob from Comic Explained does great stuff, but he's more in the comic side. As far as like explaining the canon of the MCU, man, Kinda Culty is great. Kinda Culty's probably the best at that. Just contextually. Poppy Trey, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Kobarat says, I think Mephisto is Evan Peters pretending to be Pietro and taunting Wanda. Maybe. This could lead to Spidey's One More Day. Yeah, it's interesting you say that because there is some rumors about One More Day being adapted, or at least parts of One More Day being adapted, which I think will happen with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But I don't know, man. I think Agnes is Mephisto, or being used by Mephisto. Clothesline from the Bronx says, have you heard anything about the Morbius movie? Not really. The only thing I heard recently about the Morbius movie was that Leto kind of came out and trashed it a little bit. Not like hard, but he basically came out and said Morbius was just a role. And the idea of like, it's not, or he said something like it's not character based, so it was difficult for him. And he's also been really working a lot with Zack Snyder right now, and he's been really into the Snyder Cut thing. So, I don't know. Leto, by the way, Leto is on Clubhouse. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild. He sort of strikes me as this guy that's just really out there kind of taking chances and not afraid to play. And I think he, much like Ryan Reynolds, sort of understands new media a little bit better than a lot of his boomer friends. So, it's a shame, man, because he's great, and I think that movie is going to be dope, but I fear a little bit now that it's going to be paint by numbers. Stevie says, Magneto. Oh, Joaquin, how dare I? Welcome to the Nerd Vengers, Joaquin. Welcome. You're a Nerd Venger now, man. Magneto, Professor X, Storm, Logan, and Jean Grey coming out of Doctor Strange portal in the final battle. Okay, you got me. You got me, Steve. Yes, that would be Luke Skywalker level and would be ridiculous. Glenn Peters says, Josh, Captain, my Captain. Off the Hair is looking fire today. Loving the community. So thank you for that, but I'm tired of my government-ass name being used here. So you can please bestow upon me a Nerd Venger name, Glenn Peters. Oh, man, I'm so bad at that. Maybe the community can help, though. I don't know, man. I don't want to do that. First of all, it's way too much responsibility. But I don't know. Let's see here. His name's Glenn. Any Glens we can think of from the Marvel? Why don't you guys help me out and chat with that? Let's help Glenn out a little bit. Maybe I'll even put it on the Discord so people can talk about that later today. Okay, thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you, brother. P.S. Magneto for the win. Booyah, man. I'd love some Magneto. Oh, baby, would I love some Magneto. Jay Lucas, I'm your CH father. Haha, welcome, and talk to you soon. Yeah, no, I will give you a call later today, brother. I did see your text yesterday. And yeah, the way that works, like, Ross will always be known as the guy that got me into Clubhouse, which is pretty cool. I actually really like that feature for all kinds of different interesting reasons. They're really using smart social engineering with Clubhouse, and I think one of the reasons I really am excited about it is because it's one of the first social media apps made and designed in the wake of the disastrous outcome from the early social media apps. So I think we've gotten enough time to like look at why Instagram, why Facebook, why Twitter, why Facebook were so horrible. And now this new app, and part of the reason it's so cool is they're adjusting over time. You know, the base is pretty small because it's invite only. I think there's only like 200,000 people on it. So it's really interesting, man. I never bought an Apple product in my life, and I bought an iPhone to get on this app. That should indicate to you how valuable I think it is. Rogue Soul with the $5 holla says, so you think Sony is doing Spider-Verse while MCU does the multiverse? Bingo. Also, Keanu Reeves is Ghost Rider or bust. Oh my God, with this Keanu business. Yo, y'all are like wild with that Keanu, though. It's like, we must have Keanu. Keanu or bust. If I don't get Keanu as Ghost Rider. Rah! All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. What are y'all talking about? Max Ross says, Josh, what is Clubhouse and what is Fight Club? And have you ever used Fightcade or gone to Barcade to enjoy listening to Saudi? Sorry, I love you. No, it's all good. Love you too. Yeah, Barcade's dope, dude. Love Barcade. There's a great version of it in Columbus, Ohio, too, called 16-bit. Great little place to chill. Yeah, man, good stuff. So what's Clubhouse? Clubhouse is a social media app that's invite only currently. I think you can actually get on a waiting list, though, and then I think they let a little bit of people in each month or something. I'm not sure. But it's a social media app that's all voice-based, and you can set up a room or you can come into a room and literally just cut it up with whoever. But the thing that's interesting is, like, a ton of celebrities and entrepreneurs and highfalutin important people are on it, and part of the reason that they feel comfortable being on it and also engaging in the community is because the way the system is set up is that if someone comes in and trolls or acts a fool, whoever gave that person an invite or whoever's connected to that account will get like kicked out. So whoever you bring into the club, you're responsible for. So it creates a different environment than other social media, and celebrities feel more comfortable engaging because people have skin in the game, and also there's just far fewer of them. It's the amount of like weirdos that would come in and like do some wild shit for a celeb is way down in Clubhouse. It's just way down. So the engagement in the content is pretty amazing. I think it's gonna blow up. Damien says, I'm back with another casting idea. Steve Downs, Master Chief as Norrin Red. Dude, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. You're way better at casting than I am. Put me to shame on that casting, dog. Put me to shame on that casting. That sounds whack as hell. I just don't understand you, Ghost Rider. I feel as though maybe you're just a meme. Are you a meme person? Are you a meme avatar? Josh, your thoughts of Nightmare being behind it all, leading to the Doctor Strange movie? Perhaps. You know, I like Nightmare as a character. It would be pretty interesting. So perhaps. Who knows? Josh, you think Marvel might make Mephisto a deviant? God, I hope not. Just go for it, dude. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to go for Mephisto, go for Mephisto. Don't give me this. Yeah, man. And that's the other thing is, like, when it comes to Mephisto, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want them to do to Mephisto what they did to the Ancient One. Now, y'all maybe don't know about this, but the reason they made the Ancient One a white Celtic woman was not for representation. It was because China says that Tibet doesn't fucking exist. And so you can't have anything that resembles a Tibetan monk in a movie that China is paying for. So China was like, nah, bro, nah. And then brilliantly, of course, Marvel Studios was like, well, we'll make it a white woman so that we can skirt the China thing under the guise of representation. It's real talk. That's what happened. So I would hate for that to happen to Mephisto. Not because I'm like, oh, well, China's taking over the world. No, because I like the fucking character. And I don't want it to be changed for some stupid reason. Like, they don't like ghosts and devil shit. Who cares? Who cares? Give me the devil. The devil I know. Casting: John David Washington, new Black Panther. God damn it. Multiverse, not from world where Atlantis destroyed Wakanda. Take my money. Wow, my mic is a little hot. I could feel it on that one. Yeah, that's chill, Nathan. I appreciate that. That's kind of an interesting idea. Look, I like John David Washington too. I'm with you there for sure. Respect other people's culture, Josh. Will do. Yo, Josh, thinking after yesterday's show, I think Coogler could come out of these 5 years with his name in the Nolan Abrams level. I gotta be honest with you, I agree. That's a huge opportunity for him, dude. It is television, but it's, I think we were sort of talking about this yesterday, Kendall. It's because we're right at this precipice of like television and technology and shit about to take off, dude. Shit's wild. So yeah, dude, Coogler could come out of this being like a force of nature, and good for him. Good for him. Yeah, Abrams level though. But to be real, Justin, as much as we don't like him, you do got to be real that he still holds that clout in Hollywood. And to all those Hollywood normies, JJ's still the guy. I mean, is he or is he not destroy? Okay, let me ask you a question. Is JJ Abrams destroying the Snyderverse currently behind the scenes quietly? Do you think so? Yes or no? Put it into the chat right now. Is JJ Abrams quietly destroying the Snyderverse? Yes or no? Because he is. I'll just spoil it for you. He is. Yeah. But having said that, what's the brilliant part of that? No one will ever blame him for it. No one will ever blame him for it. And he'll just make his commercial Superman film with a new Superman. And he'll develop Dark Avengers insulated to his own production company and arrangement and contract. And no one will ever really blame him for it. It's interesting. Isn't he doing a Justice League Dark series? Yes, indeed. But so doing is an interesting way to say it. His production company is developing it. Yeah, for sure, Kendall. It's funny how I woke up pissed off today, thinking of what a waste of the Superman character. Cavill has just been sitting around. I know, dude. It is that, Justin. It is that. It's so frustrating for me on the outside. And to be honest with you, like, I've been trying really hard not to even talk about DC because, like, I don't want to just get in my feelings about some of this stuff, Because, like, dude, it's absurd. Like, I honestly can't believe... I'm sitting back looking at AT&T, looking at these moves, and sure, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not squashing Snyderverse. Maybe they're not really choking it out and suffocating it. But it definitely feels like it. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, I can't fucking believe this. I can't believe you guys have this IP, this valuable moment in time, this sort of cultural thing that you could have leaned into, and literally, for the sake of Jeff fucking Johns and Walter Hamada, you're gonna let all of that die on the vine. You're gonna literally let all of that die on the vine. Why? Dude, newsflash. Jeff Johns has never successfully produced anything for DC on the silver screen. I know Stargirl is maybe successful now. That's literally his only success. Everything that he's touched, and the more control he got, it got worse. What? Walter Hamada? Walter Hamada came in and was like, we're going to be Marvel light, paint by numbers. Have you seen Aquaman? It's serviceable. But how the fuck does, like, the studio look at all of that and say, yeah, that's what we want to go. Well, you know what we want to go with? A nice, bland, wafer-like Marvel light paint by numbers. Yeah, that's what we'd like to do. You know. Like, I just don't understand it. You know, the whole situation makes no sense to me. All right, let's knock out a few more of these things here. Message retracted. Oh, okay, sorry. Diesel, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Parasartha Singh, I feel like you were a Nerdvenger before, but maybe I'm wrong. Welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Is Disney to PC for Mephisto, and could the bubble encompass the Earth and affect everyone instead of breaking the multiverse? Whoa. I doubt it. I doubt the bubble could encompass the Earth. Otherwise, you know, she'd either have done that or like Vision and her really truly could go anywhere. I really do feel as though it has to do with that significant location, which is interesting. Disney 2PC for Mephisto? God, I hope not. Just go with it, man. Go with it, Disney. Come on, man. Be bold. Give me the devil. I want 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 it. I want it. I want it bad. I want it bad. I want the real devil. I want the devil. But we'll see. What if Henry Cavill as Superman shows up in WandaVision? White Suge going hard? Yo, that'd be wild, dude. That'd be wild. I think him being Captain Britain is just as wild, dude. That'd be ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. Parasartha Singh, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the rubies. Do you think Hayward's a Skrull? I do. And honestly, here's the thing. This is not scientific. But when the moment I saw him on the watch party, which you can go back and watch if you're a member, the moment I saw Hayward, I was like, that dude's a Skrull. And for whatever reason, now that he might actually be a Skrull, I'm like all in. Just because I want to make it seem like my initial gut level reaction was accurate and that I have some kind of wizard powers. So because of that, I'm now like fully all in. Again, totally not logic based, you know, so. Drops. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hayward is a poop emoji. Yeah. He's a shit. Yeah. Abby says 100%. Tony Starr, Homelander from The Boys as Human Torch. Yes, Damien. Holy cow, dude. You have a future in casting, man. You should do a channel or social media where you start doing fan castings and then find some like digital artists and stuff to work with. And then like, dude, you could blow up your branding as like, what if you became the fan casting channel or whatever, you know? And then eventually you could actually like get it. That's just, you know, just a thought. Just a thought. He's a middle-aged white man. He basically can't be trusted. He's basically Trump. Who, Hayward? Okay. Yeah, dude, basically, right? Josh would have made the perfect fit for young Luke in the Mando. Please. I couldn't be any Luke, man. I'm so energetic today. I'm always energetic, man. Well, that's not true. But, yeah, I'm feeling good today. Feeling good. Fight Club at 1 p.m., by the way. Fight Club at 1 p.m., everybody. Josh's Wonder Man. I mean, I could live with that, but I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit more Loki. If we're going to be real, I'm just too damn mischievous. Donald Trump as MODOK is literally the greatest thing I've ever heard. Man, that would be hilarious. Oh my God, would that be amazing? I don't know if anybody would go for it. But it's the best thing ever. Maybe in an alternate reality, there's already a film where Donald Trump was cast as MODOK. Yeah. That'd be hilarious. I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, and I don't even know how people would feel about that. Like, people that hate Trump would probably be like, do I like this or do I hate it? And then people that love Trump would be like, do we like this or do we hate it? And then that'd be hilarious. That is a wild statement, Damien. You just took it to a whole nother level, dude. I thought this man was good at fan casting. Oh, goddamn! Oh, goddamn! Did I hear Elon Musk? I got Clubhouse the day after Elon did his thing. But I'm sure Elon and I will be chatting it up. I actually have a pitch for Elon that he and Jeff Bezos should team up and take over the galaxy. So I'm going to pitch that. I feel bad for Ross because I'm going to be that guy in the Clubhouse that's like, hey, Elon. Hey, Elon. Oh, hey, Elon. Why don't you and Bezos become best friends like stepbrothers and take over the galaxy? Hey, Elon. Yeah, he stepped down from CEO to go work with Elon. Yeah. Ross, you're done, son. Yo, that's going to be me. I'm going to get that reputation on Clubhouse for being this, like, ridiculous dude that'll ask those kind of questions. Think about what you've done, Ross. I want you to think about what you've done. Jeff Bezos is Mephisto. You know, honestly, I think Jeff Bezos gets a bad rap. And we could talk about this on Thought Sauce later. Thought Sauce is going to be fun today. Have you heard the rumors that Lego Star Wars game fixes? Yes, I've heard this rumor. That's cool. That's great. We talked about that on Nerd Theory. I love Finn. I would love Finn to get some major play after the sequel trilogy. It'd be cool. Does Fight Club... wait, what? Probably a little bit of both with the Clubhouse question. The Rock has Beta Ray built? Whoa, dude. That's wild. Elon, take me to the moon to see if the moon landing was real. Thought Sauce? What is that? I have no idea what you're talking about. I must have misspoke. Lavis says, Wanda V Easter egg suggests Arcana and Wizard are the characters in the show, alongside Wonder Man and Nightmare. What you thinking? Yeah, it's a great one. That's a great theory, because then it's like the kids aren't even really the kids and stuff. Whew! Weird. Bezos took $600 million from the CIA. Google's been working with the CIA since 2011, dude. Wake up. Wake up, dog. What do you think this site is you're on right now? I love that shit. People are like, well, but this select part of the way I integrate in society is not good. So I only focus on these things. Please. I don't eat this, so I'm making a difference. Or I do this, so I'm making a difference. Yeah. Have you seen the Cleo Thomas post on IG about the new Kugler agreement teasing? Ooh, yeah. That would be really cool. That would be great. DeBrill says that's exactly what I was talking about. Sorry for being a big dummy. It's okay, DeBrill. It's okay, DeBrill. Not a big deal, man. Not a big deal. We forgive easily around here. Okay. We're going to call it there, ladies and gentlemans. Going to call it there. Much love. Much love. What? I stopped your super chat? Remember that stupid version of Wizard in the Justice League? Wait, what? No, I don't. I don't know. Wait, what are you talking about? Sorry, Mason. Didn't see that. All right, guys. We're going to get on out of here. Look for a video on the Armor Wars, Tony Stark, blah, 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 later today. Should be pretty hyped on the main channel. Your WandaVision preview will be going out later today as well. Yeah. Swimming with the seabirds, man. Good things are coming. Okay. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I will see you in the next video. Yo, so I'm just gonna say for the stinger today that you're definitely gonna want to come to the Nerdvenger stream Saturday at noon. I have a diabolical plan for the Nerdvengers that I'd like to share with you guys. So make sure you try to come on Saturday. Ta-ta for now.